Hello. Welcome to Verbling. Hi there. I'm teacher Oakley. For the next hour, and as a matter of fact, for the next today, the next day, the following day, at this particular time slot here at Verbling, I will be conducting a class in which students will be practicing answering questions based on a theme. Today's theme, past experience. So clearly we're going to be using past tenses, simple, continuous, present perfect, possibly past perfect tenses, and focus on doing that. The idea of this little series is that these types of questions, past experiences, questions revolving around personality, preference questions. These are commonly asked questions in the standardized English tests, such as IELTS, TOEFL, TOEIC, and CAE. Also, these are actually the type of questions that you're going to have to deal with in a job interview, and these are ordinary conversation questions, really. So the idea is to practice these basically themed questions. Now, the actual focus or topic of the questions, I'm not telling you. Yeah. Just like in a job interview or on an IELTS exam, they're not going to tell you beforehand. So a little bit of brainstorming, quick thinking will be involved. Students will answer my questions, and then I will give some feedback. I'll particularly be listening for your past tense constructions, sentence construction, but also, of course, I'll give you feedback for any other problems, pronunciation related, intonation, rhythm, or vocabulary usage, whatever. Okay. Anyway, that's the idea of the class. Come on in and join me. Plenty of room in the class. I will start out by saying hello. Hello, Rebecca. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Pretty good, actually. Thank you. Not too bad, considering. I'm doing okay. All right.
Okay, good.
Good. All right. Today I'll be basically like a conversation class, but a wide range of topics. But I'll be asking questions of students that have to do with the past. So get you to practice past tenses a little bit. So let's get started. Rebecca, here's a standard question. As a kid, what did you want to grow up to be? What did you want to be when you grew up?
Well, when I was a little girl, I thought I would like to be an actress, because I really enjoyed films. Even I was younger. I was young, I really liked watching classical movies, and westerns, no usual films for children,
Really?
So, yeah, I promise. Even under 10, I really enjoy that.
Oh, no
And of
kidding.
course, the dreams, the ideas when you are a child. Oh, I would like to be an actress.
Westerns, huh? You liked
Yeah,
westerns?
I promise. Yeah, the best one for me. I remember every Saturday at the afternoon in Spain was a typical, put on the TV films, and most of them were westerns, classical westerns. John Wayne,
Oh,
John Ford, the director. So that
yeah.
those kind of films, and I really enjoy it.
Okay, that's interesting. That's neat.
Mm.
Okay. Good job with your past tenses. I kind of snuck it in there. I kind of forced a future in the past. I think now
Thank you.
uh, I would like to be, or I thought, sorry, I thought, past tense,
Yes.
I thought what I would like to be. All right, very good. Using would to indicate future intentions that happened in the past. Good job.
Okay.
And
Thank
also, all
you.
right,
Made me feel good at the start of the day, you know?
yeah, good start. It was a good start. I really didn't hear anything, any problems at all. Okay, continuing with our past tense themed question. Let me welcome Francisco to the class. Hi, hi, Francisco. How are you?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine. And you?
Uh, I'm good. Thank you very much. Okay, we're practicing past tense questions about your past experience or such things. Um, Francisco, uh, when you were a kid, as a child, what was your idea of fun? What was one of your or some of your favorite activities as a child? What did you like to do?
Well, when I was a child, we used to play some things like I don't know, maybe policemen and robbers, or maybe run soccer, run soccer, play soccer. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Well, and some activities like with other children. I don't know, maybe playing like wife and husband or
Oh,
something like that.
oh my. Ah, okay. In English, usually the girls wanted to play that. Like you get together with your girl cousins, and they would want to play house, like
Ah,
pretending
okay.
you're married and the husband has to go to the job and play house. We called that when I was a kid. Yeah, yeah. The boys usually wanted to play cops and robbers, cowboys and Indians, something like that.
Yeah, Cowboys and
Right.
Indians.
Yeah. Okay. You mentioned sometimes. I think you use the word mischievous.
Ah, yeah, teacher. I used to be mischievous
Mm,
I was young.
yeah. For example, what
well,
stupid, mischievous thing did you do when you were young?
well,
Confess!
well, we used to play hard with other children and maybe do some things or dirty things like I don't know, maybe throwing some water to other children or throwing dirt to other children.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh, all right. Throw at. Okay. Throw
yeah,
to. Okay, means if you throw something to someone, you expect them to catch it.
yeah.
The
Okay,
transfer. But you don't really want the other child to catch it. Catch it in the face, maybe. Okay. All right. All right. Throw water balloons. Did you ever do the water balloons
yeah,
thing? Yeah. Right. That's fun. Right. Throwing water balloons. Snowballs if you grow up in that environment where there's snow. Snowball
yes,
fights and yeah. Okay. All right. Uh, yeah. Okay. Uh, very good. When you talk about playing hard with other children, um, just a vocabulary suggestion, colloquial uh, phrase, collocation that we use in English, you rough house
rough,
or
rough house. Okay,
rough housed with other children. It's a verb, actually, even though I know it looks like an adjective and a noun to rough house. Yeah, play aggressively, kind
yeah,
of semi-fighting, you know what I mean, like boys do, beating up your little brother, things like that. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. I know what you mean. a little devil myself, frankly. Okay, let me welcome Sam to the class. Hello, Sam. How are you?
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Still good morning.
Still good morning. Well, it's afternoon here, and ooh, it's
Mhm.
afternoon. It's bloody hot here. I got to tell you. In any case, we're practicing past tense questions. Okay, so okay, I got one for you. Let's see. Okay. Uh, Sam, have you ever played hooky? Do you know hooky?
Yes, I know. Yes, I played when I was in a college. Yes, college and university. I played in
Okay.
girls. Yes, in a girls team.
Okay, no, 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 not hockey.
Hmm.
Not hockey, that's different.
Okay. Hockey.
Hockey is
I
different.
don't know what
Hooky.
hockey. What does it mean? I don't know.
Okay. Uh, there's no other word for it, so I can't say it's formal or informal. This is the word. When you do not go to school or work, uh, not for illegitimate reasons, for not real reasons. Maybe you pretend you're sick, but really you don't go to school because you want to go to a rock concert or you want to go do whatever. So you play hooky, you make up an excuse. You lie so that you don't have to go to school or work, and you go do something else, probably a lot more fun.
I understand that. Does it mean just go out and enjoy for fun, right? And
Well,
to tell someone live for parents, and for example, that I say my mom that I don't want to go school because I have to do something else. But or maybe if I don't tell them that uh, I went to school, but actually I didn't go to school, and
mm,
I went here and there, right? I understand that hooky,
yeah,
not hockey, but hooky.
that's it.
Okay.
Right.
No, it's not happened
No,
to me because being a
never.
girl, you know that uh, there, even though our culture not allow, but I remember that I went with my friend, and that was after school. I remember that, and I remember we went after school, and that was my friend home, and we were play several hours, and that was around sun setting when I came back to my home. So my mom, my other family members were very worried about that, where I were. So when I come back, everyone asking me that where I was. So I remember that my mom, she beat me a lot because I didn't tell to her that where I
Right.
went. Yes, and after the second day, I think that day and now I didn't tell, I didn't go out without to tell to my parents especially, and
Right.
yes, yeah, this happened. Yes, this happened, and I remember
Okay.
this. Yes, still remember because of this horrible day.
Okay. You didn't
Yeah.
come straight home from school.
Yes,
Uh,
I
okay.
came from school to my house, and I changed my uh, dress, and I on
Oh,
my clothes, and I left my bag, and then I go back to my friend home
okay.
and play a lot. Yes.
Okay. And then I went
Hmm.
back.
Yes, I went back.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. You just didn't tell anyone where you were. Yeah. Uh, almost, I bet you never did this. I'm willing to bet because of your story. But I just have to share with you in Western culture, or at least American culture, I'm not sure. I talked to my other European student here, Rebecca, or South American student. I don't know, but for Americans, it's almost tradition for boys and for girls, really. Similar to what you're talking about, but a little even worse, is to sneak out of your house at night when everyone's asleep, crawl out the window or something, climb down the tree, and go meet your friends. Okay. Sneak, yes, secretly, quietly, you sneak out of the house. Do people, Sam, do people do that in your culture? Even little boys, do they ever do that? It's almost like a normal thing. I really don't have any
Yes,
American friends who did not do this.
yeah,
Everybody does
yes,
this. Yeah,
yes. Boys can do because my brother,
yeah.
he did a lot.
He did. Okay.
Every day, yes, he did, and from not few hours, but whole day, he 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 went out and at least sometime be where he went. So this is normal for boys. It's quite normal. But here is still girls is are doing same. But you are asking me that you know that every family members have different uh, living style, and some
Mm,
are very strict or some are not.
mhm.
So yes, and sometimes they never care, even though they are boys or girls. I didn't tell them, but uh, yes, it's normal here for boys. No problem. They go out and then come back, and how their family members they uh, when they come back, that what happened with him. So I know very well.
Okay. But did they ever do this at night, at midnight, or 1 in the morning?
Yes, at midnight is
Oh,
possible for
okay. All
some
right.
go with somewhere, meet with someone,
Right.
especially have a friend, girlfriend, and
Ah,
maybe somewhere.
oh,
Yes, yes, it's
all right.
possible. Yes,
All right.
normal.
Okay. One other small English related. You said around sunsetting earlier. It should be around sunset. That's it. You don't need the ing. Sunrise, sunset. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Um, Rebecca, back to you. Kind of related to what we're talking about.
Okay.
When you were a kid, did you ever run away from home?
Well, yes, a lot of times. I was very naughty, and
Mm,
my mom had to run behind me, I used to go to my neighbor's house, to play with them without permission,
uh-huh.
and that didn't like at all, to my mom. My mom didn't like that.
Okay.
So, well, I used to, yeah.
Okay. But that's kind of a little different. That's what Sam was talking about. You you go somewhere without telling anyone where you are. I'm talking about running away from home, where you say, "I hate you, Mom. I'm running away from home." And you put two peanut
Okay.
butter sandwiches you put two peanut butter sandwiches and an apple in a bag, and you stomp off down the street. I'm never
Well,
coming back. Like
I
that.
have I have to admit I did that, but not when I was a little child. I did that when I was a teenager, when I hate you,
Well,
I don't want to stay here anymore, I don't want to
yeah,
be in this family, I
yeah.
don't like you, blah blah. So I'm getting my stuff now and I'm leaving, okay? And actually I did. Different times. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Running away from home. We are all right. It's another thing when you're a teenager. Sometimes
Yeah.
some kids do it when they're very young, and it's very silly. You know,
Yeah.
you got what are you gonna do? Run away from home forever with two peanut butter sandwiches?
I think I realize now I was really difficult to it was really difficult to handle with me, I was very well. I was a difficult teenager. I realize now, over the years I think, oh my God, if I had a child and if he was like me, come on, I wouldn't
Yeah,
like it.
I hear you. I was also difficult. We can even say I was a difficult child. It's self-explanatory. That's enough. Yeah, I understand. Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean. I was kind of a problem child myself. Let me quickly welcome Ken to the class. Hi, Ken. How are you today?
Yes, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Thank you very much. Ken, I'm going to come back to you in just a little bit, okay? Around the horn here. First, I want to talk to Francisco. Okay, past tense questions. Okay, Francisco. All right, a little bit, well, just a little bit more abstract. What's the most dangerous situation you've ever encountered, and how did you react? All right.
The most dangerous situations that I ever experienced.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe when I used to fight or playing, well, rough house, we used to fight against other guys or other teenagers too. So sometimes we hit a little harder, a little hard. So maybe that was a difficult situation. That was a very dangerous situation because we hit sometimes we hit so hard that maybe the other person was knocked.
Was what? Mad?
And knocked or well,
I'm sure they were
sometimes
mad.
well knocked.
Knocked out?
Yeah, knockout. Yeah.
Knock out. Yeah, you need the out there. Knocked out. Okay. Knocked out, okay, would be the adjective form. To knock out someone is the verb. Okay. Wow. Okay. Knock somebody out. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, yeah, that sounds like a dangerous situation. And all right. The next part of the question is how did you handle it? All right. What did you do if some kid got knocked out?
Well, we tried to give some water to that guy, or maybe trying to give him some time to wake up, or help him to wake up, or yeah,
Okay.
doing something for him, or
Uh-huh.
trying to help him.
Okay. I see. All right. Well, yeah. I guess that's a potentially dangerous situation. Absolutely. All
Yeah.
right. Okay. I'm gonna. All right. No problem there. I just want to point out that you, Francisco, used the used to, not officially a verb tense in English, but the used to construction, by the way, is always past simple tense. Used to show an activity that he did before and that he maybe did repetitively, but he no longer does. And we're all glad that he no longer does this action anymore. So, very correct use of used to. Good job. Very appropriate in this particular circumstance. Absolutely. Okay, let me talk to Sam for a minute. Okay, Sam, did you ever have a pet when you were growing up?
Yes, yes, I have. I had, not but I've had.
Had, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little about it?
Yes, I had a cat, two dogs, and parrot as well.
A cat, two dogs.
Parrot.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Yes. when I was in teenage. I remember that. And yes, after death of all these pets, I decided that I will never, uh, never, how we say that, adopt or what? What we
Adopt
use
a
for
pet?
that? Adopt? Yes, we can use for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
because I was, yes, I was very upset, and I was sad when my dog was died. So I remember that. So after that I decided, because you have a very uh, uh,
Hmm?
and even though you are caring, but due to some reason the cat died, or especially dog, because you know that dog is very close to the human being. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yes.
Okay. Okay. A little feedback. When I was a teenager, is how we would normally say that. Um, uh, okay. So, not when I was mid-20s, but when I was in my mid-20s. This is how we refer back to an age. When I was a child, when I was a teenager, when I was in my mid-20s, when I was in my mid-30s, like that. Okay. And yeah, okay. Oh, when okay, when my dog was died is what I heard. I'm not sure. You kind of broke up a little, to be honest. Should be
Yes,
when my dog died.
died, died.
Yeah,
Yes, we don't use was. Yeah,
yeah. It doesn't need to
because
be
there is no option.
right. I mean, it's you use an active sentence with died, all right, but it's common to use a passive with killed. I mean, heaven forbid, I know this is a bad topic, whatever, was killed is very common because somebody else did the action, you see. Um, okay, well, a little morbid there, but all right. And birth, on the other hand, is always, it doesn't have to be, but almost always used passively. I was born. Okay. Um, the action happens to you. He was born. The borning, the birth happens to him. Okay, but we don't say I was died. Okay. All right. Let me give Ken a chance here. Okay. Ken,
Mm-hmm.
what kind of kids did you hang out with in high school? How
Um,
could you describe your social group?
my social group was I mainly, how can I say, still connect with my mid school uh, friends. We are close, and sometimes we hang out together.
Mm-hmm.
And we all love rock, and sometimes we go to the rock concert together.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yes, that's
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well, the object is to talk about past tense. So you're saying we
Okay.
do this, we are this. Okay. So, all right. Let me elaborate on this question. Maybe it doesn't translate well culturally, not just the English. Let me just give me a second, and then I'll let you try again.
Mhm.
In American culture, and that this is definitely not a good thing, really. It isn't. It's really quite terrible, but it's the way it is. In American culture, well, growing up as a kid, primary school, secondary school, high school even, you basically, most people belong to one or another clique. A clique is a group that is kind of exclusive to each other. Other people aren't allowed in. Okay, there's different cliques in school. Typically, for example, the jocks, the ones that play play sports, they're athletes. They're usually guys, but there's also the female jocks. You have the brains, the really smart kids that hang out together and sit together at lunch, and they get the best grades in the school. You have the hicks or rednecks. They're like their parents are farmers. They smell like cow manure. They whatever, or they're kind of the clothes they wear. Maybe the heads, the kids that are smoking marijuana and wearing like torn blue jeans and all right, maybe there's a lot of different cliques, okay? Maybe the goths, the ones that dress up with, they dye their hair black and they wear all black clothes and they have lots of face jewelry and they're always depressed. I don't know. Those are just some examples of cliques that were in my school. Personally, I associated with many different people. I was very much the exception to the rule. Socias, the rich girls who go shopping all the time and wear very fashionable clothes. They're the socials. Things like that. I mean, maybe that doesn't exist in Japanese schools or Japanese culture. Does it? Or is that totally different?
I think it's up to the people. Some people has a lot of clique, and some doesn't have it. And yeah, and after that I entered the university. I realized the first group was made in a university maybe for the first month. That group continued until the graduation because course is a small course. The member was just 50 or so. So inside the 50, some group appeared inside 50 members. And group continued until graduation. So I thought maybe the first time making group is was important in Japanese.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
well, I could
other university, but
I could say exactly the same thing about the people I met during freshman orientation where I went to university, and the people I hung out with in the first 2 or 3 days were the people I was hanging out with until the very end, till graduation.
Yeah.
That's strange. I never really thought about it, but the same thing happened to me, Ken, actually. And it was a weird group of people. I mean, not like in high school where it's very easily defined. All of these people hang out together. They all play sports, every sport in the school. They're the jocks. It's very obvious. These people have my group in the university was very diverse. Different nationalities, different races, totally. One artistic guy, one guy mathematically, technology-minded, very diverse, actually. Strangely diverse, now I think about it.
Yeah, in terms of the kind of globalization, American university has much more. Yeah, a lot of different different background people are studying in America. So yes, I met a lot of different nationalities people in American university, much more than Japanese university. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, but let's get back to the original question. What kinds of kids did you hang out with in high school? Were they the really smart kids? Were they what was kind of different about them than were they really adventurous and crazy? Were they kind of the quiet crowd?
Not so crazy, not so quiet. Sometimes and in the summertime, that night was very muggy. So we went to we just how can I say, hanging around because we were live closely at that time. So sometimes we get together at somebody's house, and at night in the summertime, we said, oh, it's very muggy, so why don't we go to the pool, mid-school pool at night? So I sneak into the pool and I swam. that one time at night it was successful, but another time maybe we are stupid. We went there in a daytime in a summer holiday season. I, so there's not so many students there in the school. However, some sports club students playing in the field or something. So they call the gymnastic teacher. So gymnastic teacher comes to us and yeah, sometimes we react so stupidly. Yeah.
Yeah, you're kids. Were you punished? Did you get into trouble?
Not so many problems. He scolded us, but luckily we don't we don't have so much trouble about that.
Okay. Okay. You didn't get into too much trouble. You get into trouble. We did not get into trouble. Either positive or negative. We got into a lot of trouble. So you get into trouble when you get scolded and your parents find out and all that. Okay. Okay. One little pronunciation. I heard hanging around. There's no G, no G. Hanging around. Okay. Hanging.
Hanging.
Yeah, there's no G. Hanging.
Hanging.
That's better. Like sing. Hanging. All right. We all live closely. We all live close by. Close by is, yeah. We live close by. There's a store close by my house, like that. I didn't even know. Okay. No, it's two separate words. I had to think about that if that's one word. It's common. And your gymnastic teacher, probably not. Probably you're the gym teacher or, yeah, PE teacher.
Okay.
Gymnastic would be somebody specifically to, and it would be gymnastic coach, probably not teacher.
I see.
Physical skills, sports skills, are especially in school, are taught by a coach. Which, by the way, in American or English-speaking culture, is usually called coach. It's perfectly okay to not call them by their name. Hi, coach. How you doing today? It's completely normal to address them in that way. Okay, so maybe the gym teacher, PE teacher. All right. I can relate to your story. When I was a kid, it was very normal for a bunch of us to really breaking and entering. We're little criminals. Break into somebody's house, even, or public place, or a hotel, or whatever, and go swim in their pool in the middle of the night. I mean, we weren't stealing anything. We were just swimming. But yeah, we that was very normal. And it was something that you would do actually with girls that you were interested in, just to see if you could get them to, take off their clothes. Yeah. Yeah, we were terrible. Yeah. You guys have no idea how bad American kids are, really. I mean, they're much worse now than they were when or maybe they're not. I don't know, but my goodness, we were little devils. Okay, let me continue. Rebecca, let me talk to you.
Back.
Okay. 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 Who is your favorite teacher growing up, and why was he or she your favorite teacher?
Well, I never thought about that. I think I've never had a favorite teacher. I remember some of them, but no like as they were special ones. I don't know. I wouldn't say I have a special one.
Okay. All right. Yeah. My best friend growing up, his mom was a teacher. frankly, she was my
So
teacher
is
for 4 years.
your favorite one?
Well, not at the time. We had a difference of opinion when I was like a senior in high school, but when I look back on it, I have to admit that she was rather amazing at separating when she was the teacher at school and when she was my friend's mom,
Yeah.
cooking us dinner or taking us out for pizza or whatever. It was amazing. And
She had clear the different roles.
yeah, which I didn't really recognize at the time, but later in life, you know, I thought about thinking about it. It's like, wow, she really did act like a concerned friend's mother, and like you know, like I was okay, whatever. She was able to divide or separate these two relationships very well. And it was amazing because I had a fight with her as a teacher and a student. We had a fight, and basically I walked out of her class with like 2 weeks left in the school year, a terrible fight. And then I went to her house for dinner like the next Saturday night, and it was totally different. She was like, how are you doing? Okay. Everything was friendly and no problem.
That is good for her, just not for, shows what kind of person is she, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
It was.
All right. So, strangely,
How old were you by that time?
she was, believe it or not, no, okay, I'm doing the talking, but okay. Strangely, this is an odd thing, not normal. I did not live a normal life. It's not normal, but in my high school, we had Latin.
I had as well.
You did, really?
Yes.
No kidding.
Oh, yes, and Greek and Latin.
Is that right? No kidding. Okay.
I like it.
Okay. Okay, I had 4 years, and she was the only Latin teacher, so I had her for 4 years during high school. So we mostly got along the whole time, but I was kind of a jerk when I was a senior, about the time I was almost graduating. Whatever, I thought I was a big shot, or I don't know. I knew everything. You know how you know everything when you're 17 or 18 years old?
Oh, yes, you are the king of the world, you know, and
right.
don't let anyone tell you the thing you have to do. Come on.
That's right, exactly. And so, we had a falling out because of my own stupidity. I don't really remember what the falling out was about specifically. It was about school and academia, but I don't even remember now. But anyway, she taught me a lot of Latin, yeah, okay. But more than that, she taught me how to, keep those two separate roles separate and be respectful of somebody. Really quite a life lesson. It helped me, mature, to understand that, I can be in one role with you and treat you one way, but in a separate role, it's possible to,
That is good. Yeah, good example, in life.
Yeah. I didn't really know that was possible.
Yes, well, it's sometimes it's quite difficult, do both things, and not everyone can do it, Not everyone have the ability to separate, in this case, two relationships or two roles, It's very difficult to handle, to manage that.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, that was interesting.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay. Anyway, sorry, I kind of dominated that part of the conversation. My apologies.
It's okay, I like to know experience from other person and, from other part of the world.
Okay. Francisco. All right, let's. We've been talking about childhood a lot. Let's kind of switch it up a little. Talk about some other things. Okay, Francisco, have you ever experienced very poor customer service? And can you tell me about it and how you reacted? Whether that's, you know, a waiter or waitress, somebody on a customer service phone call, a clerk in a store. Have you ever had really bad customer service?
Yes, sometimes, teacher. Maybe when I was in a restaurant, the waiter sometimes they tend to forget the things that I asked. So, or sometimes with a cell phone company too, uh, when they are charging more money for some calls or some other things. But well, so I always try to behave in a polite way.
Mm-hmm.
So or asking the things in a correct way, trying not to get mad or trying not to be a to to be a bad person. So sometimes it's hard because you get angry. But well, the first thing is that you have to react and trying to say the things not in an angry way, in a polite way.
Okay.
Well, but
Can you
it was
think of, hang on, sorry, I'm sorry. Can you tell me about a specific circumstance? When you talk generally, then see, I'm trying to get you to use past tenses. When you talk generally about all these things, then you're talking about now. Okay, all people do this now. You use present tense, which you should. But I'm trying to get you guys to tell me specific stories. Can you remember any specific exact example?
well. I don't remember the last time, teacher, that I got
Okay.
angry with a poor service. Uh, I don't remember the last
Really?
time that I got angry with a waiter or with a customer service representative.
Okay. No particularly egregious
Yeah, yeah.
occurrences. All right.
I don't have any specific example for that issue. I don't
Okay.
remember really.
All right. You know the word egregious, the adjective, uh, egregious, like a really egregious um, example would be a really extreme example of that. Okay. Well, all right. Well, maybe that okay, lucky you. You've never had a customer service person swear at you, use curse words at you, or you've never had a waitress leave you for an hour without coming back to your table. Nothing like that. Okay. I have definitely experienced these things, and you don't
Okay.
you don't forget. 4 hours on the phone waiting for PayPal customer service. You don't forget things like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, okay. Well, lucky you. I hope you stay so lucky because really memorable bad customer service, I don't think you're going to forget. Really. Well, yes. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Well, lucky for you. Okay. Let me talk to Sam for a couple minutes here. Uh, okay. Uh, Sam.
Yes.
Uh, have you ever done something that surprised yourself? Have you ever done
Surprise
any?
myself.
Yes. Have you ever
Uh-huh.
surprised yourself with a reaction or something you did, positive or negative? Um, have you ever done something spontaneously or suddenly and oh my God, I can't believe I did that.
Yes, especially if I think that I can do the work. If a lot of work, for example. So when I have done, so I think that way. Oh, I did this. I can't imagine that. Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, when I have finished,
When
okay,
I finished, okay.
probably not when I have done.
Okay,
Okay,
when I finished.
yeah, well, you
Hmm.
would use present tense. When I am done, okay, or when
When
I
I
have,
am done.
When I have finished. Okay.
When I have finished.
All right. Can you think of a specific example of a time you really surprised yourself?
Yes, a lot. For example, I remember that my um, paper, especially the publication. Yes, I was trying to complete it, and I was continuously trying to finish up writing and submit it to the uh, mm, journal. So how I did, I don't know, but I did, because I was continuously thinking that I have to do this. So when I did that, I myself surprised that how we finished this work. And yes, and many examples. Yes, sometimes it's really very hard. Yes, I say, oh, how I can do that, and it's so difficult, like that.
Okay. You asked yourself, how can I do that? Not how I can, okay, but how can I?
How can I? Okay.
How can I do that? Okay. Just when we use modals, I know I would. Okay. Um, okay. How would I do this? How can I do it? How might I accomplish it? Notice the subject noun. Modals are used like auxiliaries. Actually, modals really are a form of auxiliaries. So when we have an auxiliary in a question, you know, are you coming? Instead of you are coming, you switch the first auxiliary and the subject noun. When you use modal verbs, it's the same thing. Can I help? Or I can help becomes can I help? Okay, the same thing that we do with the first auxiliary, we do with modal verbs. Would you mind? Okay. Same thing. Yeah, I might ask you a question. Might I ask you a question? Same idea. All right. Okay, so you surprised yourself by meeting deadlines. All right. Okay. All right, let me try talking to Ken here for a moment. Ken. Okay. Talk to me about an object. What is an object that you've had since you were a child? What's the oldest personal possession that you have, or
I
one of?
still have the
Sorry?
object I still have.
Yeah.
Huh.
A photograph, a teddy bear, a record
Not
album.
anymore. I remember my monkey.
You're a monkey.
I keep.
You're a monkey.
But no, not now. And I still using my desk. My parents, bought me a desk when I entered elementary school, and the desk has some kind of adjustment function. How can I say? I can rise up the height of the desk. In accordance with my, growing up. I still use that desk, and I put stick a lot of sticker on that desk, and that I tried to erase it, but some sticker is very difficult to erase, so I still using that childish stickers disk. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Interesting construction there. I am still using. All right. To talk about something that has not changed since the past, we use still. And the present continuous tense. I am still doing. I am still using. Okay. Very good. Conversely, if something's different, we use any more or any longer. I am not. Again, continuous tense. I am not doing that any longer. I'm not using that anymore. All right, to show the contrast past and present. So good job with that. You can raise the, not rise, but raise the desk.
Raise the desk.
Right. And with stickers, the verb, you don't really erase them like, with my pencil I erase, when writing, I erase. You don't really erase a sticker, because they're stuck on there, but maybe you scrape them off, probably, is the motion, or is the verb. All right. Okay. I have a very weird question. Very stupid and weird question, Ken. Related, I don't know. Do children in Japan, do they ever stick gum underneath their desk in school?
Actually, during a class, if the kids are eating something, teacher check them usually. So
Yeah.
happen in summer school for foreign students. Some foreign student came my university, and there one student, maybe he's hungry, and he's eating sushi pack during his the lecture, and lecturer is a woman lecturer from different university. She said to him, "I'm very sorry, I'm afraid of say so, but if while you are eating in front of me, I cannot consider class. So eating in class is not so allowable here."
Okay.
Usually people, the student, eat gum during the class, but interval of class, after the class they are doing, and maybe some people stick a gum. Yeah, probably, yeah.
Okay. All right. It's not allowed. All right. Yeah. Okay. And we don't usually say eat gum. You chew gum. Because you don't really eat it. You shouldn't be swallowing gum, really. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why I just thought of that because you talked about the stickers. But you go into, I guarantee you go into any school in America and you look under the desk and it's disgusting. Don't look, really. But there's all this old gum that's stuck under the desk. Not because children or students are chewing gum during the class, but they come into class chewing gum, and it's just like you say, it's not allowed, so they just stick it under the table.
Same in America. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, same in America. In fact, what our teachers would tell us occasionally when someone would get caught eating something, Michael, looks like you're having a cookie. Great. Tomorrow you can bring cookies for the rest of the class. Make sure you tell your mom. If you don't, I will. So, okay. So, yeah, that was the punishment when I was growing up, is that you had to bring enough for the rest of the class. Oops.
Some students eating the growing up days are very hungry, so some students eat a lunchbox secretly and under the desk. That's common.
Yeah. Frankly, I did this at work as an adult. Are you kidding me? In the office, we're not allowed to have snacks.
That's okay. Probably that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just don't tell the boss, but yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, it looks like unfortunately we're just about out of time. So thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Tomorrow we'll try another type of question. I think tomorrow's personality questions. Should practice our adjectives. So thank you very much. I hope you can join me again tomorrow or for my next class coming right up. Thanks a lot. Great job, everyone.